You're saying that the whole U.S. bond market is wrong, essentially, and you're right?
Absolutely. And that's not going to be the first time where almost everybody's been wrong and I've been right.
Wow. Peter Schiff versus the entire U.S. bond market. You heard it here.
Sure. The market got the technology stocks wrong. The NASDAQ was up at 5,000. The market was valuing internet stocks sky high, and then they found out they were wrong. Then the market made the same mistake with real estate and with mortgages, or with bonds securitized by mortgages. Markets often get it wrong in the short run.
And
they figure it out and get it right, and you get the bursting of the bubble. And I think people who are going to lose the most money are the people who are in bonds. People will lose more money in bonds than in stocks, by far.
So when does this collapse?
Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be sharing it with anybody. I'd be on my yacht in the Caribbean, placing my trades. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. I got a pretty good track record at detecting bubbles. And it's interesting that the people that missed the stock market bubble and missed the real estate bubble think that they see a bubble in gold. That's the one place there isn't a bubble, because gold is reflecting the loss of purchasing power of fiat currencies. Gold is simply telling you how much money, how much value rather, dollars are losing, euros are losing, yen are losing, RMB is losing. So it's not a bubble because gold's not going up. It's paper currencies that are losing value. Gold is simply letting you know that that's occurring.
Do you think, you say that gold prices should show policy leaders that the economy is sick, but does all of the run into the bond markets, into U.S. Treasuries, along with gold, show that people want to have cash? Because at the end of the day, can you pay your bills with gold?
Well, sure. I mean, you can pay any bills. I mean, maybe not everybody is smart enough to understand what gold's value is, but most people would accept gold in exchange for goods. I mean, maybe you need silver, but if the person who has a good that you want doesn't want the gold, you can always sell the gold to somebody else and get the cash, because gold is money. I mean, it's recognized around the world. Everything else is just a poor substitute for money.
You and Ron Paul say that. Ben Bernanke, Federal Reserve Chairman, seems to disagree. They got into that fight. But I want to...
Bernanke never gets anything right, so I wouldn't be surprised that he's got that wrong.
Do you think, I want to ask, because Venezuela's leader, Hugo Chavez, is taking his gold out of the U.S. and UK, or he wants to, and he wants to repatriate it. Do you think that's making people worried that there may not be enough physical gold?
Yeah, that might be the case. They might be worried that some of these depositories have leased that gold out and that maybe they don't actually have it, or they'll have difficulty getting it back because maybe the people they leased it to have sold it and maybe they don't have the ability to buy it back. There could be a lot of counterparty risk. So that's, people just want to have the gold. I mean, that's what our clients, our clients at Euro Pacific Precious Metals and Euro Pacific Capital, we sell physical gold. Most of our clients don't want to own the ETFs for that reason. They don't want any counterparty risk. They don't want any uncertainty. They want gold that they know that they own.
Which, for people that don't know, ETFs are paper gold, essentially, right?
Well, it's an exchange-traded fund. Your gold is sitting in a warehouse someplace, but the only thing you have is shares in the ETF. And the question is, what if that gold isn't there? What if there's some accounting error?
All right. We could have gone more with Peter, but I think that was a good note to end on. We heard a lot from him, including a bold prediction. He thinks that everyone has it wrong with U.S. Treasuries, so we'll have to wait and see if that explodes. That was Peter Schiff, president of Euro